I don't know what's happening, guys, but apparently it's interview season for the Arcane creators, right? And well, someone on Reddit made a great point in saying that probably all of these news publications and websites wanted the interview for a while, and the creators simply picked a date when they can do all of them at the same time. That could be the case. Either way, don't forget that next month the Annecy Film Festival is going to happen. I doubt that they are going to announce anything, but we'll have to wait and see. Either way, yesterday I made a video talking about one of these interviews. Today I am making a video about another interview, and tomorrow probably another interview, but I'm not sure yet. So the interview for today was done by Collider. The questions, really good questions, and one of them will probably please the Timebomb fans, and another one will really put things into perspective. Obviously, I will paraphrase everything that was said and the answers. The link to the interview can be found in the description, and the link to the article as well if you prefer reading. The first question was about what songs they liked, and so they went on to describe the dance scene with Powder and Echo, the music that played during that moment. It was Barthelemy Maunoury who picked it as his favorite song. Amanda Overton picked Fantastic, you know, the song that plays during the scene between Vi and Caitlin inside the prison cell. And Christian Linke couldn't pick a song. I mean, he was deeply invested into the creation of the soundtrack, so obviously he wouldn't be able to pick one song out of all of them. So in relation to the feelings between Powder and Echo and the alternate timeline, the interviewer asks a very smart question, and she goes on to say, are those feelings exclusive to the alternate timeline, or does Jinx share those feelings? Amanda Overton goes on to say that Powder has some of Jinx and Jinx has some of Powder. They were shaped by different circumstances, but because they are the same person, she believes there is a crossover between timelines. After this answer, Christian Linke, the co-creator of Arcane, immediately chimes in and says, how many soulmates do not meet each other because they are not in the right circumstance? So Christian Linke called them soulmates. I believe after that, the Timebomb enjoyers are very happy and the Kate Vi enjoyers are very sad. Some of them at least, right? Now why do I say that? It's because in the comment section of another one of my videos, there were a bunch of comments from people saying that they would like to see something with Echo and Jinx rather than something with Caitlyn and Vi in the future. And so there was this Kate Vi enjoyer replying to all of these comments with answers along the line of Jinx's story is over, Jinx and Echo were never canon, Echo is a side character, the music video did not get any views, and Kate Vi is the most popular ship in all of Arcane. So altogether a bunch of delusional comments, but it's funny to me, so of course I'm gonna leave it there. Then there was a question about Heimerdinger and his fate, if he ended up somewhere else. Obviously Christian Linke is not gonna be able to give a straight answer, so he said that is a possibility. Amanda Overton chimes in and says that Heimerdinger knew the risks and she believes that it takes away from the sacrifice if there is no consequence to what he did. Don't worry guys, Heimerdinger is alive, most likely in the spirit realm, because he is a Yordle. Now we get a very high IQ question, the same way Victor has a very high IQ, because the question is about him, and if it was always supposed to be Victor under the hood, right? And Christian Linke replies by saying that there were multiple versions, but early on they came to the conclusion that Victor is the only one who can defeat Victor. And that's how they end up going full circle with Victor. Honestly, I'm very happy with that answer, even though I know the people who complained about this are going to complain no matter what, because they did the first time when Christian Linke confirmed that it was always supposed to be Victor during the conversation with Necrit. The last aspect I want to talk about is a classic for Christian Linke. Can you tease us about the future? To which he replies, teasing is hard because no matter what you say, well, it is set in stone. That is so true, it's actually crazy. Many people, well, as soon as they hear something, they have or they start having unrealistic expectations and they believe something is going to happen even though it wasn't confirmed. He finishes the answer by saying that they are kind of in the phase of investing into the right people, right? And this ties really well with the last interview where he talked about investing into people rather than projects, because after that, projects will be released organically or will be produced organically, right? And then something he mentioned during the conversation with Necrit, that they are exploring things. He is excited about that, but it's too early to make any commitments. So they are not currently producing any TV show. That makes sense. It ties really well with another interview where he talked about aggressively developing the next stories while nothing is in full production. Don't worry, as I stated in my last video, I believe they could be working on multiple things at the same time. I said comics, books, TV shows, they are in the process of exploring stuff. Live action, that's confirmed, they are working on that. They found a filming location, games as well. And on that account, we cannot forget about League of Legends, where they introduced a bunch of lore elements which are top-notch in terms of storytelling. Okay guys, that's all I wanted to say for today. If you want to check the previous interview I talked about, there is a link over there. And well, thanks for watching and subscribe.